Top of the bill, living up to expectations certainly, and a cracker on the undercard here tonight a little earlier on. This for the vacant Southern Area Welterweight title vacated by the new British champion Harry Darmy a few weeks back, and it was Kevin McCarthy, 28 years of age, 11 wins in 14 outings, and he'd already given Darmy a big battle for the Southern Area title up against Adrian, 10 wins from 19. Chase a puncher, but the question mark against him, could he take one? Here's round two.
So second round, there's the colour check for you. Chase's bare record doesn't read so well, with 10 wins out of 19 and only 4 victories in his last 13 contests. And there's good shots there by McCarthy.
McCarthy looking the stronger early on, looking to get the cleaner punches going.
Greater accuracy from him. McCarthy's a man who doesn't actually need to box. He owns a company with his brother in the building trade. He's just in love with the business, and he's having to hold on for dear life over there. Chase.
He's just walked under a decent right hand from McCarthy, and he's having a good spell in the fight here. McCarthy full of confidence and getting his punches through.
Greater accuracy from him and exploiting 1 or 2 gaps in Chase's defence. Chase has been stopped 4 times in that 19-fight career. McCarthy will be looking to exploit that by keeping the pressure on. Good body shots, 3 or 4 of them going in from McCarthy. Could just get lucky with 1 shot though, Chase.
And that's what he'll be hoping for, but McCarthy's the one who looks the stronger, who's getting his punches off better.
Good body shot from Chase, but McCarthy has his own answers in a fine right hand. McCarthy, by the way, who's been managed all through his career by the very experienced Denny Mancini, who's also in the corner with him tonight. It'll be Mancini's 28th area champion if McCarthy does it.
McCarthy getting his hands up the better of the two, absorbing the shots from Chase and then coming back with some good ones.
No question, Kevin McCarthy getting the better of the argument in the early stages here.
Yes, McCarthy just covering up and letting his shots go. And he's just getting the shots on better. Nice little chopping right hand landed there. And there is just when Chase walked onto that one. And it was a good solid right hand, and he really hung on for dear life.
Body shots were real rib crunchers, weren't they?
Yes, they were. There's just a little pause in the work from Chase as he had to fight just to absorb those ones.
McCarthy landing significantly more in that second round. So third round for this Southern Area Welterweight Championship fight, and there may be an imminent fight for the British title itself for McCarthy, a rematch with Darmy maybe, if he can come through here. He started well enough. Chase has had to show a bit of grit in his career. Missed 15 months at one stage after a back injury sustained in a car crash. That's a good right hand. He seemed to just shake McCarthy with that. His legs stiffened for a moment, McCarthy. First breakthrough for Chase, and this is the third round.
Yes, I think Chase himself thought that he maybe just hurt McCarthy there. He was content to keep the pressure on, looking for find the punch again.
It's a good spell, this, for Adrian Chase. Again, cracking right hand. But he does have a record of pretty good durability, does McCarthy. He was hit and hurt, but he seems to have the conditioning usually to get through these little crises. Can he get through this? Because Chase is starting to turn up the heat on him.
Well, it's the best spell of the fight for Chase. He's landing with some good little barrages of punches.
That's a great right hand again from Chase.
Yes, a nice combination. The left hook, then the right hand. The left hook just put him in position for Chase to land the right hand.
Suddenly in a bit of business in this, the third. Adrian Chase, the St Albans fighter in the yellow trunks. He's just knocked a bit of the stuffing out of McCarthy, I fancy this. Oh, right hand! Chopping right hand, and McCarthy is down. Down and in trouble. He got up with a count at about 4. Mandatory 8 count. The corner screaming at him to get the gloves up. Look of anguish on their face. Chase fancies he can do it here, and he might be right.
Well, he was certainly hurt from those punches. McCarthy's got to hang on a bit, got to try and get his senses back.
Has to believe that this is still a fight he can win somehow, McCarthy, but he must get through this round somehow. Another right hand, he's taking too many of those. It's a massive round, this, for Adrian Chase.
And this is where survival technique needs to come in. You've got to try and get close to your opponent, hold them, or get far away and let your head clear.
There is that bell. Will a minute be long enough? Here's the knockdown coming up.
Well, he kept the pressure on. It was a single right hand. He threw the left right. They didn't get through, but finally just a single right hand on the side of the face. He just misses with those two, and he just leaves his arm down, McCarthy, and Chase finds the right hand. Just stood looking at him a little bit there, didn't he? Just took his eyes off him, just paused for a little bit, and left himself open.
Can he get through it? Danny Mancini and Jack Lindsay have got a lot of talking to doing there, but they can't do the fighting for him, of course. He's had 3 weeks leave from his work running the company for this fight. This is the 4th round. McCarthy in green. Chase knows what he's got to do. Keep him throwing in the punches. Now it's early in the round.
And Chase is making McCarthy get embroiled in a fight, and that's where he feels his best chance to be. McCarthy maybe just leave the hands down and Chase the bigger puncher of the two.
Chase knows that, in the words of that old film, Dead Poets Society, he's got to seize the day here. Never get a better chance than this to break through into, well, not the big time, but the next best thing, an area title fight win. McCarthy showing signs that maybe the life is coming back into his legs.
And maybe Chase just punched himself out a little bit with his attacks, and this will give McCarthy the chance to just get back into it.
Oh, and he's got him with a right hand. Great shot from McCarthy, and this is turning into a real thriller-chiller. Now they've both been on the floor. And he's looking unsteady here, and he's going to get stopped. Another huge right, fight over. It has to be stopped. And Kevin McCarthy, having looked on the brink of defeat in the round before, is the Southern Area Welterweight champion. And we must hope that Adrian chases okay, because he fell very, very awkwardly. Well, how dramatic was all that?
Well, that really was dramatic. Some good action from both men. He just recovered well enough in time, McCarthy, and got the punches on that mattered. It was a good comeback, but let's hope Adrian chases all right. He took a few heavy shots towards the end.
And he fell terribly. I wondered if he was going to break his ankle or something, the way he went down, but just having a very, very good look at him in there. The word is that he is conscious, and it looks as if this is all precautionary. They're just making sure before they let him get up. But everything is okay. But it's a wonderful win for Kevin McCarthy. But just for the moment, we must hope Chase is okay, and he seems to be. Forget all that, he says, I'm all right, but he's hurting inside. He knows he was within sight of victory there, half a minute before he was beaten.
Yes, that's often the way. He just lost the pace a little bit himself. I think he punched himself out just for a fraction. That allowed McCarthy the time to recover, and he came firing back. And it was a big right hand there that put him over, really was. He just let everything he had inside himself go with that shot, McCarthy. It landed on the point of the chin, and you know, he went down very heavily.
Big right hand, and when he got up again, he was very unsteady. Didn't really quite know where the punches were coming from. Look at the horrible way he falls there. Ooh. And
yes, his leg just got trapped underneath him, which was always a problem. He fell on the leg, and it just sort of sprung itself free. But it looked pretty nasty at the time, didn't it?
Well, I wondered if he was going to break something there. The way he went down, he could easily have done that, but happily, he's okay. Well, as okay as you can be when you've just been knocked out. So quite a month for Kevin McCarthy. His wife has just given birth to their third child to go with the twins they've got. And now he can think about maybe getting a shot at the British title, held by Harry Darmy, who has a win over him. Well done, Kevin. Southern Area Welterweight champion in the biggest fight of your career so far, but it would look dodgy for a while there.
Certainly did, yeah. He caught me with a good shot. I went down, but I knew where I was when I got up. You know, it's one of them things, get caught in this game, and that's it. So I come back strong and finished it. That's what it's all about.
How dramatic was that fight? Half a minute before you won, it looked like you were going to get beaten.
But that's what boxing's all about. You got to grit your teeth and dig deep and turn it round. I mean, I'll come back stronger. If I get hurt, I'll come back stronger. So done me good, the knockdown, I think.
How did you find that big right-hand punch through, well, must have been a bit of a haze, I guess?
It was when I first went down, but as soon as I got up, I knew where I was. I got all my focuses straight away. And
here it is, look, there it is, coming up now.
That's it, yeah, as soon as he went down there. I mean, I was a bit stiff first couple of rounds, took me a couple of rounds to get going. But I know once I caught up with him, I just got a bit careless, got caught with a shot, went down, got up.
You've already fought the current British welterweight champion Harry Darmy for this title, and there was only a couple of points in it. Fancy going in with him again? I guess you do.
Certainly do, yeah. That's my aim, to win a Lonsdale belt, and hopefully we can get it on with Harry Darmy again. But next time, be a different story. I'll be bringing the Lonsdale belt back to Milton Keynes.
That might have been a different story, but explain to us, how does being knocked down and nearly knocked out do you good? Round three.
It doesn't do you any good at all. And that was a big knockdown as well. He got caught in the back of the head. You know, it really did make him see stars. We see here the second right hand right behind the head, and that really does scramble the brain. And he done well there to get up and come back.
You know Chase, don't you? He must have thought that this was going to be his night at this point.
Yeah, I know he trained really hard for it, but I was speaking to Billy Schwer, where McCarthy trains at his gym, and he was telling me the same thing. So we knew that both boys were in tremendous condition, and they both really wanted it. And there we see the final knockdown. That really was a bad knockdown. I mean, I was worried that, you know, he was going to be all right. That was a serious knockdown, but he was okay afterwards. And I think that, you know, he was just within a grasp of getting it, but it just slipped away from him.
You like McCarthy, Duke?
McCarthy took for his credit, had the tighter guard, seemed to be the one that was taking the few less risks. Do you see what I mean? While the other guy, Chase, was coming forward and landing the big haymakers, the big right hands that he was throwing, the other guy just stayed a little bit cool. Even when he went down, he got up, made sure his head was clear, and just went about his work in quite a professional manner.
And also about McCarthy, we knew that he had that grit and determination. When he boxed Darmy last time out, you know, got floored in the first round in that, but dug deep, and like when it's around 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, he really did come back. So we knew he was tough, strong, and he was always going to be there.
Can it be a springboard for him? It's a stage you both went through early in your careers.
Definitely, obviously for the winner like McCarthy, he can go on now to face that Demiani again with a little bit of luck and maybe get a return and hopefully maybe pull it off even.
Excellent night of action so far, and when we come back we'll squeeze a little more in from the bill at the Elephant and Castle here. This time heavyweights, and the return tonight of Matthew Ellis of Blackpool, who's been out for a year and looked to come back by making a big entrance.